It was almost 2 in the morning when David finally pulled into a small roadside motel somewhere in the Arizona desert. The neon sign flickered weakly. Vacancy. And the night was so quiet that even the buzzing of the light felt too loud. He'd been driving for hours, his eyes burning from the highway glare, and all he wanted was a bed and silence. Inside the reception area, a tired-looking woman sat behind the desk, her gaze fixed on an old TV in the corner. "I need a room," David said, rubbing his eyes. The woman barely looked up. "Only one left," she muttered. "Room 313, David hesitated. The way she said it felt strange, too quiet, too careful. "You sure it's available?" he asked. She nodded, but her expression didn't change. "It's available," she repeated. "Just, people don't usually stay long." He gave a tired laugh, assuming she was joking. She wasn't. Room 313 was exactly what he expected. Small, outdated, and filled with the smell of old furniture and dust. A single lamp flickered in the corner. The air conditioner rattled in the window, blowing air that was neither hot nor cold. David threw his bag on the bed and lay down, phone charging beside him. The clock on the nightstand read 3:13 a.m. when it happened. A whisper. Soft. Too close. He opened his eyes instantly and sat up. The room was empty. He checked the door, locked. Checked the bathroom, empty. Then he heard it again. A whisper, drawn out, almost like a breath sliding through the dark. He looked toward the air vent above his bed. The sound was coming from inside. Climbing onto the chair, he leaned close to the vent. A faint chill brushed against his face, followed by words that made his skin crawl. "You shouldn't be here." He stumbled back, heart pounding. "All right," he muttered, forcing a laugh. "Very funny." But then the whisper changed. Deeper now, more like two voices speaking together. A strange echo filled the room. "Leave before it burns again." The vent rattled violently. A rush of hot air poured out, smelling faintly of smoke and ash. David grabbed his bag and ran out of the room. Down at the front desk, he slammed the key on the counter. "What's wrong with that room?" he demanded. The receptionist finally looked at him, really looked, and there was fear in her eyes. 10 years ago, she whispered. The owner's wife died in that room. Fire started from the vent. She burned before anyone could help her. Since then, people hear her voice at night. David didn't believe in ghosts. He'd traveled across the country taking photos of abandoned houses and ghost towns. But this felt different. He looked at the motel's old guest book. Every name under room 313 had been scratched out, written, and scratched again. No one ever stayed the full night. Still, curiosity got the better of him. He went back with his camera, determined to record proof that it was all just wind and imagination. He set the camera on the bed, pointing at the vent, and pressed record. "All right," he said nervously. "If someone's here, say something." For a long moment, nothing. Just silence and the hum of the AC. Then, through the static, a faint whisper emerged from the vent. "Behind you!" David froze. Slowly, he turned and saw a burned, blackened hand reaching out from the vent, its fingers curling, nails scraping against the metal. The lamp flickered once, twice, then shattered. The room went dark. The only light came from the camera's red recording light. When the staff entered the room the next morning, the bed was untouched. David's car was still parked outside. His camera was still recording, and when they watched the footage, they saw his reflection in the mirror standing completely still. And just behind him, another shadow. A whisper echoed through the static, faint but clear. "Stay with me."